Hi friends. I am Julie. Welcome to the channel Bollywood King. Here in this channel I usually react to different interesting Shah Rukh Khan videos. Today I am going to watch Shah Rukh Khan's interview for Talk Asia. I think it is from 2003 or 2004. I hope you will enjoy the video. Let's start without losing any time.
This week on Talk Asia, the king of Bollywood.
Change your perception. It's a free press.
And I know what works.
And there's a magic.
Financial fashion.
Single sound.
We are what we are today.
That's the problem with that.
We do have issues arising out of the turn for this new century.
Welcome to Talk Asia. I'm Lorraine Hahn. The one and only Shah Rukh Khan is our guest this week. Bollywood is all about the singing and the dancing, and no one does it better than Shah Rukh Khan. He made his silver screen debut in the late 80s, but soon Bollywood beckoned. Since then, he's churned out hit after hit, including the critically acclaimed movie Devdas with Aishwarya Rai in 2002. But his most iconic moment thus far has got to be his performance of Chaya Chaya in 1998. The song, performed on a moving train, is like the Macarena for India. And I witnessed myself while there how everyone, from a 3-year-old to a grandmother, can't help but start dancing when they hear the catchy, hypnotic tune. After more than 50 films and numerous accolades, the 38-year-old actor still reigns supreme as Bollywood's most charismatic and bankable star. I caught up with Shah Rukh Khan during my recent trip to India. Although normally quite private, he kindly allowed us to film the interview at his beautiful home in Mumbai. I began by asking him what makes him
Wow. I like the introduction.
so popular.
I don't know myself. Most of my friends even now laugh at me that I've become a film star. Especially the actresses who worked with me earlier on. Their reaction to me when I first gave my shot with them was eeks. And they find it surprising. They think I'm a long-running fluke.
So what do you think this appeal is? Is it your renowned good looks, talent, or what do you think?
No, I find it funny if anyone calls me good-looking. No, I genuinely do. I get embarrassed, actually. The only thing I can sort of think is that I'm very ordinary in my films. And I think that makes it special. I mean, that's the only thing I can sort of, turn around and say, okay, this could be the reason, because there is no other reason. I work hard, like I'm sure everybody else does, and I'm very honest with the work that I do. And besides that, there could be luck. God has blessed me. People have been kind, or I believe there are about 100 million Indians who are very short-sighted.
So you're admitting that your looks are pretty mediocre then?
They're very mediocre. They're very mediocre.
When do you think you got your first real big break?
I didn't know the ways of Indian cinema. It's very familial. Mostly people who've done well, their children come and take on the mantle. Normally there have not been too many outsiders who've come and joined the Hindi film industry. I really didn't know that the first 4 films I was doing were very special films. I didn't know what a commercial success meant. I didn't know what happened at a box office. You're supposed to feel nervous on Friday if your film doesn't do well. I didn't know you're not supposed to do certain kind of roles. There's a certain way of behavior that you're not supposed to walk around in your jeans and shirt at a party. You're supposed to be very well-mannered, even if you didn't know the people, and show that you really loved their seniority. I wasn't like that. I was a little more Nike and Casey Kasem, Michael J. Fox kind of guy from Delhi. So they found me a little irreverent. But I really don't know when it happened. One fine evening I was shooting just right here next to my house in a studio. And the director looked at me and he said, "You're a star." So I was taken aback, and he said, I went to a barber and they asked me, would I like a haircut like Shah Rukh Khan? Which means in India you're a star. So it happened, I think, with the first few films. They did very well, with really no input from me as far as the commercial success was concerned. I wasn't really aware.
Right. Now, from the first movie you've done to, let's say, now, did you ever imagine you could be this successful?
Even now, when somebody asks me that, you are successful, I find it strange. I don't know. I'm not being modest when I say that. So I try to sound immodest and I say, no, success is if I'm Jackie Chan or Michael Jackson. And people think I'm being immodest, but it's just that I don't understand what's happened in the last 13 years, which is the truth. I've written a book now, which I want to publish, which really just says that. I really don't know how it's happened. I don't know whether I'm successful. Yes, I have made a lot of money. I have a lot of respect. My films have done well, and I know there are loads and loads of people who look up to me and really love me. And I just, it's like a strange dream. And I had never thought this is success, or I don't have a standard that if I got a BMW and a big house and 11 Filmfare Awards or a national award, then I'm successful. So I just get up in the morning and I do the same stuff. And I think that augurs well for me, because I'm not caught up with the peripherals as yet. I'm really enjoying getting up in the morning and going and shooting exactly the way I did 13 years ago.
Is there a difference between, let's say, a Bollywood star and a Western star? Are you taken differently? Or?
I think the way the audience takes the Indian film star is a little different from the way the audience takes the Western star there. We are considered like demigods here. And the reason is not because we are better or good. It is because there is no other mode of entertainment in India. Right. So you need to be a little more demigod-y, being an Indian film star. And you need to be a little more mystical, and you need to be a little more enigmatic. It's not just a job, at least for the audience. As a matter of fact, a few actors like me in the recent past have started demystifying being a film star. But otherwise, it's a blessing from heaven that you're a film star here in India. And I think people do treat you with a lot more respect. And the press still hasn't become like how it is in the West. They don't take pictures of us in low skirts with funny celluloid showing as yet.
Right.
They respect us for that. And I think that therein lies the difference. As far as the work ethic and culture is concerned, whenever I've met some of the other stars there or seen them work, I think it's more or less the same. Only they can't dance as well as us.
Okay. Up next on Talk Asia, how did it all begin for Shah Rukh Khan? And as a Muslim, the challenges he faced when he married his Hindu wife. Welcome back to Talk Asia and our conversation with Shah Rukh Khan. Because of a sporting injury, Bollywood's biggest heartthrob decided to take up acting during his college days to help pass the time. For 6 years, he worked with a local community theatre in New Delhi, his home base. After his mother passed away, he traveled to signing up for 4 films in one day, and the rest, shall we say, is history. In the second part of my interview, we talked about life prior to superstardom, including his childhood.
I was very naughty. I was born in Delhi in *65, which makes my childhood a long, long time away now.
Don't say that.
Okay. And I was very naughty. I was more of a guy who wanted to be in sports. I was like a regular guy who didn't like girls till he was in 10th, 11th.
What a shame.
Yes. Now I realize it. So I keep telling my son, don't make the same mistake. You start liking girls now. And I was into sports. I used to play a lot. I used to trouble my teachers a lot. I was very, very naughty. I was very naughty.
Now, your parents weren't very artsy, right? I mean, Dad was a lawyer, your mom...
Yeah, I mean, none of them were into any kind of art.
So when you got into the business, what was their reaction?
My father wasn't alive to see it. I think he died before I sort of started doing this. So I was 15 when he expired in '81. Though he knew that I danced a bit when I was small. But besides that, I don't know if he ever realized that I would be a film actor. My mom was told I'm too ugly to become a film actor. So she used to feel bad because she used to think I'm really good looking, like all moms do. And she said, no, he'll become like Dilip Kumar. Actually, she used to like Biswajit and Rajendra Kumar. So she used to say, you look like Biswajit. And with due respect, he's a great actor, but I don't think I look like him.
Okay.
We don't have any art background. I mean, none of us could sing or dance or nothing. There was no artistic bent of mind in our family at all. And but my mom thought I'd be a film actor. I'll be Dilip Kumar one day. But unfortunately, she also expired before. Actually, the first series that I did, which sort of hit the television, she couldn't see it. She was in a hospital then, so that was very sad. But I'm sure they can see it now.
I know. I wonder what they would be thinking. They must be so proud.
I hope so. They can see it. Somebody asked me, why do I keep doing what I do? So it's a very philosophical answer where I say, I want to keep on doing it on bigger screen So hopefully they can see it from heaven.
Wow. Your wife is a Hindu, you yourself are Muslim. Is it true you married, she was your childhood sweetheart and you got married without your parents' blessing?
Yes, without her parents' blessings. Fortunately for me, my parents were not around by then.
He can joke with all kind of situation. I like how he jokes even when he talks about the most painful moments for him.
But her parents were a little disturbed with the thought of her marrying a Muslim, one whose hairstyle was all wrong, and who was going to be a film actor, whose first film nobody knew. I remember the first time they met me, they asked me, so what are you doing, sir? So I'm acting in Bombay. He says, yeah, but what is the work that you're going to do? So I was like, look, this is what I'm going to do. So it's a difficult profession if you haven't already made it. And everybody sort of looks at it from a point of view which is not very encouraging. So they were a little anti that. But nevertheless, we married and now it's all cool.
Right. In a country like India where traditions still run very, very high, how do you overcome these kind of obstacles that may come your way?
Well, that time we did have two committees. There was a Muslim committee which didn't like the fact that I was getting married, and there was a Hindu committee which didn't like her getting married to me. But we were very smart. We gave wrong addresses. So they went and stoned the wrong houses, which is a friend's house. So he always says, something, they came and stoned my house because of you guys getting married. We gave the wrong address.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, we were very sly about it. So we didn't feel the brunt of any of that. But, I think, not the new Indian. I don't think I'm the new Indian. I think for very many years, religion, and I have very strong feelings on this, communalism as such all over the world, is basically used as an excuse for misleading people and for very personal gains. I don't think most of regularly educated people have these kind of issues, especially if it's a matter of love or business, actually. You don't really ask, are you a Hindu? I'll do business with you. Are you a Muslim? I'm not going to marry you. So these matters never cropped up. And even now when I bring up my children, I feel very proud that they sort of know that there is a religious difference between our father and mother, but we're going to do it both. And the choice was given to me by my family like that. You read the Quran and you understand it, and if you want to embrace it, do that. I embrace it. And I've told the same to my family and my kids, and they do the same. They read the Hindu mantras and the Muslim dua.
Shahrukh, is the man we see on screen the man at home?
No, not at all. Not at all. I think there are two aspects to this. One, the man on screen is 100% out there to entertain you and to show you yourself, actually. The whole point of my enactment is that I'm able to let you come into a cinema hall and show you yourself and tell you that you're having a good time. The second part is, for 13 years, I wake up very early morning and I go for work. I work 18 hours a day and I enjoy it. I'm not being ungrateful. I really enjoy it. The line between what I really am and what I am on reel is slowly diminishing. I have given so many emotions when I don't want to. I have enacted so many sequences which I don't believe in. I have believed in so many things which I thought I didn't believe in. That there are days when I wake up and I don't know whether, if the camera is not on, am I on or not? It's become like that. And I like it. I mean, it's nothing to feel sad about, or I don't feel, oh God, what is the real me? I really don't know what is the real me. I think I've ended up being an entertainer. And it's become a way of life that if somebody walks into me or talks to me in a plane, on the sets, in a train, in a car, or an interview, my whole point is that I hope you are entertained. And what I really am, I really don't know them.
More of our conversation with Bollywood sensation Shah Rukh Khan just ahead. Now, interview with Bollywood megastar Shah Rukh Khan. He's played everything from the action hero to jilted lover to ruthless villain. But he confessed to me that he's always wanted to be either Spider-Man or Batman while growing up. He's also a great fan of Jackie Chan and said he even thought about naming his son after his idol. Well, that didn't happen. Aryan's 6, while his daughter Suhana is 4 years old. With his hectic schedule and constant scrutiny under the spotlight, I asked him what gives him a peace of mind these days.
Honestly, just my kids, I mean, for some years now. because I am a very restless person. I sleep only 2-3 hours in a day, and I'm always wanting to do something. This is supposed to be my time off for 6 months now.
I know.
And I don't know, it's just been 2 days, so I'm glad I've hurt my knee. So I have something to do, because I find it a little odd not having anything to do. So,
Shahrukh, last year you underwent some surgery for your back. Is everything okay now? I mean, did it stop you from doing a lot of things you wanted to do?
yes, it does. It just scares me a little because it pains.
It still hurts.
It hurts, yeah. It hurts. It never used to hurt here. This has happened only after the surgery. My arm used to pain a lot. I had gotten sort of paralyzed in my left arm. So that is okay now. But yeah, it pains a lot, especially on long flights, or if I oversleep, or if I overwork. But I did a film, my last film, a film called Main Hoon Na. When I did that, I did all the stunts and dances because I wanted to know myself. I didn't know whether I'm okay or not, so I gave it a shot and it turned out all right.
As an actor in India, what do you think you can bring to the screen that will raise awareness about your country, your culture, just the life about India?
For everyone, for global audience?
Yes.
I think just the fact, the kind of films I do talk about a lot of positivity. They do talk about, I think in the West it's important to bring about an awareness of family. I think it's important to talk about goodness, you know, and not in a preachy way. So I think my films sort of normally show that. They feel good. We show a lot of dancing, which is our culture. We show a lot of romancing, which is the culture everywhere.
And kissing nowadays,
and
right?
kissing nowadays. I don't kiss, I feel too shy. So the first thing I tell my scriptwriters is no kissing and no love-making scenes. I get
How
very
about just
shy.
the neck?
Neck, I do it very well. No, nobody does it better than me. So I think, yes, the films should just let everyone know that there's a lot of goodness in the world, and that's what my films do. But as far as anything intellectually is concerned, I don't think I'm intelligent enough to tell the people through my cinema and make them intellectually aware of the eastern side of the world. No, I don't know. I'd dance on top of a train.
Is Hollywood a next step for you, do you think, a natural step?
I don't think so. There's any need, or I have any USP that can include me in a Hollywood film, unless the film is called Brown Indian. And if there's a film being made by a Western filmmaker which requires an Indian actor because his subject is such, maybe then I could be considered. I think I'd like to stay in India and make, because I've done very well here, and I think the only way I can show my thankfulness to Indian film industry is by making an Indian film like Life is Beautiful and taking it all over the world.
A lot of Bollywood stars now are getting into politics. Is that something that's tempting you to do at all?
No, I don't understand politics at all. I mean, I'm not such a good actor.
Ouch, ouch. Is there something you would like to do, both either personally or professionally, or a film you'd like to make, that you haven't done yet?
Yes, I have. It may sound strange to the Western audience, but what I want to do, and I say it and everyone laughs, is I want to make public facilities for women all over India.
Please elaborate.
I want, you know, we don't have amenities for women on the roadside and in villages. And I want to make, I'm sounding like Miss World right now. I want to make hospitals all over the country. And I do that in my own small way. I earn a lot of money by Indian standards, and I want to now utilize it. I can't keep on getting greedy. So I want to utilize it in two ways. To create a public service through entertainment for everyone. That's what I want to do. So I want to make hospitals which are happy places. I want to make toilets for ladies all over the place so they don't have to stand on the roadside. You know, there are a lot of hutments and areas, even in cities. So I want all that to be made. To me, it hurts me to see women on the roads searching for a place to go and clean up or wash up or whatever. And these are personal dreams. And I want to do it with my money. I don't want any institution or government help. Or I want to buy it from the government at the price they sell, places if I require. I just hope they understand the logic of it. I don't want to make no money out of it. I make it out of smiling on hoardings. I'm happy with that. But I want to start doing that. And hopefully, as we say, inshallah, in the next 5-6 years, I'll start doing that. Yeah.
Bollywood superstar and family man, Shah Rukh Khan. And that is it for this very special edition of Talk Asia from India. Next week, the show travels to the Philippines for the 2004 Ramon Magsaysay Awards. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Lorraine Hahn. Let's talk again next week.
I loved how Shah Rukh Khan explained who he was in real life. Loved how he said that whenever anybody approached him anywhere, he just tried to make sure that he or she was entertained. The introduction of Shah Rukh Khan was nice, though it didn't do full justice to Shah Rukh Khan. And Shah Rukh Khan was as modest and charming as always. He even said that maybe he owed his success to the short-sightedness of Indians because they didn't consider himself good-looking. And I loved how he explained his unwillingness for acting in Hollywood. And the way how he explained his desire to create facilities for women. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you.